Hey guys, how's it going? So as 2019 winds to an end, I thought I'd do a fun video, like a top 10, right? And these are going to be Milsurps, military surplus pistols, that were readily available in the year 2019. Now some of these are still available right now, and these are all budget pistols at less than 200 bucks. And when I say available, I mean on the primary market, right? At the cheap prices that Milsurps usually are when they come into the country, and normally they go up in price. Now, you'll be able to get these for years, I'm sure, on auctions and local gun shops and things like that. But the point here is these are 10 Milsurp budget pistols, $200 or less, that came into the country and were widely available this year. And I'm going to put an order to it because it's a top 10, but this isn't necessarily my exact order of what I think is the best or my favorite. Look, I like all of these, and generally all Milsurps, so I can't really rank them, but I'm putting them in order just to make it more of a top 10. So, at number 10, we have the Yugo Zastava M88A. This is a 9mm pistol. And it is of the Tokarev design, but more like a mini Tokarev, being about an inch shorter than the classic Yugo M57. Now this is a single action pistol with a slide mounted safety, a left side magazine release, solid steel construction, chambered in regular old 9mm parabellum or 9mm Luger, whatever you want to call it. Holds 8 rounds in a single stack magazine. And these are really nice little pistols. Now, they came into the country in either the wood grips, like you see here, or here's another M88A, same gun, but in the polymer grips. So, pretty cool, right? And these have floated around a little over 200 to just a little under 200. I think the cheapest I saw them on sale for was like $189. Alright, the next one is also from Yugoslavia. And this is their M70-1. Now the M70-1, I call it a micro Tokarev. Much smaller than the M88A. And this is chambered in 765 Browning, or as we call it in the US, 32 ACP. It holds 8 rounds. It is a single action only. Left side magazine release with a frame mounted safety. Blued finish, all steel construction. Again, the single stack magazine. These are also very heavy duty, very well built, and quite concealable. So these are pretty cool. Up until this last year, never really saw these in the country. These hovered around the 189, 179 mark for a while. There was a really good sale at Classic Firearms for $150, and that's when I snatched this one up. And by the way, most of these pistols were bought from either Classic Firearms or J&G sales. And like I said, a good portion of these are still available right now from both places. So, M70-1 Micro Tokarev from the former Yugoslavia. Alright, now the next couple guns are going to be from Czechoslovakia. And first I'm going to show you the model M70, also chambered in 32 ACP. Now when I say 765 or 32 ACP, in the foreign countries it was always referred to as 765 millimeter Browning, but from here on out I'll just call it 32 because that's what we call it in the United States. And the CZ50 holds 8 rounds, left side magazine release, single stack magazine. Same thing as a lot of Milsurps, solid steel construction with a blued finish. Now this is either double action or single action, and it does feature a frame mounted safety slash decocker. So a couple cool little features on this little pistol. And this is the CZ Visor 70. So we could call it the CZ VZ70. Great little pistols. Now the next one is also from Czechoslovakia, and this would be the CZ50. Now look, these are very, very similar pistols, with the CZ50 being the original. Same type of features as I just described in the CZ70. They did a couple little upgrades and improvements on the 70, and I'm going to be doing a video very soon on Czech pistols. It was a request by a Patreon supporter, and I always try to do video requests for any of my Patreon supporters. So you're going to see these two, as well as probably half a dozen other Czech pistols, and a video very soon. And by the way, guys, some of my videos are monetized with ads. Many of them aren't. I'm not making profit off this. This is my most expensive hobby. So if you guys want to help me out a little bit, the link is down below the description there, and my for my Patreon. So any help would be much appreciated. If not, just tell your friends about the channel and enjoy. I like hanging out with you all. So yeah, here's a pair here, number 8 and number 7, and these are from Czechoslovakia. Great little guns, by the way. And these hovered around, 169, 179-ish. They're available at Classic Firearms. And a couple other people had them too, but that's where I bought these. So, there you guys go. And by the way, although I'm going to be doing a pistol on the Czech pistol, a video rather on the Czech pistols, if you guys see anything else in here I haven't done a video on and you want to see it, just let me know down in the description and I'll do a video later for you. Alright, now the next ones here are from Poland. This is the model P64. It holds 6 rounds of 9x18, otherwise known as 9mm Makarov. Solid steel construction. This is a beautiful blued pistol. I always loved the quality of these. Made at the famous Circle 11 plant in Radom, Poland. These are very, very nice guns as far as fit and finish goes. Everything's perfectly polished. Really, really nice guns. Now we have a slide mounted safety here. And these fire in double action, which I would note is a rather hard, heavy pull. But the single action is actually very nice. Like this particular one, let me do that again, literally has a hair trigger. Now this also features the safety. It's hard to do in reverse, guys. And decocker on the slide. Instead of the side mounted mag release like we're familiar with mainly in the US, this has the heel style release down here. So we're going to push down on this little lever. It's hard to do on camera, guys, with the with the gun having oil on it and all that. But there we go. I just depressed this little tab, pulled it to the rear there. And there's our single stack 6-round magazine, 9x18 Makarov. This is a small one, guys. This is the smallest of the Makarov PPK style pistols out there. Very, very compact gun. Great fit and finish. I'm not sure if these are still available, but they were up until a couple months ago, and these were just a bargain. I saw them floating around just below 200 and even on sale for like 169. Great, great, great pistols. And I also got this from Classic Firearms. So awesome, awesome pistol. Now the other one's the same kind of gun, but with a little twist. Okay, so I'm going to put this in under the 6 slot with regular P64. And what we have here is a really interesting little import. This is a P64, just like I described. I can't really pronounce Polish spelling, guys, but this is basically translates to their school pistol. So this was a trainer made at the Circle 11 plant in Radom. Everything about this gun is functional as far as for, just general training and whatnot, but the firearm has been demilled. No slide release on these. That's one of the little downsides. I have to remove the mag to get the slide to close again. But as you can see, they've cut a hole in the chamber area. Okay. They put a red stripe to denotate that this is a trainer. Red across the top of the slide there. Red stripe on the grips. And a red stripe on the magazine. Now this magazine has not been demilled in any way. It's perfectly functional. Has the spring and everything in there. Floor plate with the little pinky extension, which is another nice little feature of these guns that makes them quite comfortable to shoot. Now this is not a shooter, but it is a piece of Milsurp history, and these are still available right now from Centerfire Systems. Right now they're hovering between like $99 or more depending on the condition. There was a time not too long ago when they had these on sale for 59 bucks in the good condition, which is what classification this one was purchased in. So you guys can go check over there for different, grades and whatnot, but these are just pretty cool. Even though it's not a functional firearm, it's still a piece of military surplus history, and I think it's kind of cool to have the trainers, you know, with the unique features and just, you know, the history behind it. Same thing, the decocker works, all functional, everything like that. And these are actually fine for training, you know, if you're going to be carrying your P64. This is a perfect, you know, kind of almost blue gun if you think about it. So this shares number 6 with the regular P64. These are still available today, guys, for $100, maybe a little more depending on the grade or condition that it's in, right? All right, so the next one is pretty cool. This is a Hungarian pistol, also bought from Classic. And this is called the AP765. These were called like the MPB and like 3 or 4 different things. It's weird, but Hungary made a bunch of versions of this. But this is basically a PPK clone. We're going to take a look on this. You can see right away this is very, very Walther PPK. You can even see down to the FEG, and that's what factory this was produced. FEG in Budapest, Hungary. It even has the Walther type band art. I mean, these are that close of a clone. And really, considering how much a true Walther PPK that's actually chambered in 32 would cost, I consider these a bargain, and you know, that's why it made number 5. Now this is also chambered in 32, 6-round, single stack. Same thing as some of the other Milsurps. You have to remove the magazine. There is no slide release. We have a blued steel slide and an aluminum alloy frame. We have a left side magazine release, and we have either single action or double action. And if the hammer's cocked, we have the left side safety here that is also going to couple as a decocker. So there you go. These pistols all have oil on them, guys, but there's me actuating the decocker for you. The trigger pull is very nice, double action, smooth, very nice single action. And yeah, if you're looking for a, you know, a Hungarian style PPK clone, these are a good deal. And I think Classic still has the 2-toned version of this right now. And I got this right at around like $199, so it just gets in there under the $200, you know, criteria for this video. But yeah, AP765, 765mm Browning, 32 ACP. So these are pretty cool. Now the next one is from Beretta. This is another 32. This is the model 81, otherwise known as the Cheetah. These became available in 2019 and are still available today from Classic for like $1.99 right now. Man, I love this pistol. Go back and watch my previous videos. I did a nice long review on this. I'm going to be uploading a follow-up and shooting review of this later, but I really, really enjoyed shooting this pistol, and I have a lot to say about it in a much longer video if you're more interested. But we're basically looking at a double action, very, very smooth pull. Feels like a nice revolver trigger, to be honest, guys. Or single action with a frame ambidextrous frame mounted safety. There's our ambi safety right there. It does not have a decocker, not this model. It has the left side magazine release. Now this is a double stack holding 12 rounds of 32 ACP. And if you look at it, it's basically the same type of open top design as the famous Beretta 92 that you guys are probably familiar with and many of you own. And really, really nice pistol. Steel, blued slide, an aluminum alloy type frame. The gun's very lightweight, feels very balanced, little to no recoil, and I found this pistol just to be a pleasure to shoot. And this one's in great, great condition, guys. I'm really happy with this purchase. But yeah, these have been available, and right now, I think they're on sale for like $1.99. Now, you guys know prices could change or these could sell out at any time, but I'm recording this just before the new year, so as of right now. But yeah, great, great, great little pistol. Check out my previous video if you want more on this. All right, we're going to go back to Yugoslavia and go back to the Tokarevs. Now, this is the M57. Look, guys, I'm a huge Tokarev fan. 7.62x25, great round, classic Milsurp round. It's like super, super lightning fast, right? Love this little round. Now, this is basically a clone or a variation of the Russian TT-30, TT-33 pistols. But like most pistols, Yugoslavia did a little twist on it. So instead of the normal 8-round magazine, this has a 9-round magazine with the left side mag release here. Single stack. It is of an all steel construction, blued, like typical, you know, military affair here. You can see this is designated as a 7.62 millimeter M57. This is going to be a single action only pistol. And yeah, these are really, really nice. Now these have been available, and I think still are, in a couple of varieties with the frame mounted safety that had to be added for import. Other ones, which I also have the, you know, the blade, trigger blade style safety, so they didn't have to drill the hole in the frame. And I think Classic still has those, and I believe this pistol right here, this one with the safety, is on sale for like $179 right now, and has been available for about that price for much of the year. So at sub 200 bucks, this makes number 3. This is awesome. Again, not necessarily in this order, guys. It's so hard to decide, but these are really, really nice pistols. The thing I like about the Yugo is you can get a full grip on it with the 1 round longer frame here and magazine. We've got a lanyard loop on the mag, lanyard loop on the frame. We've got the Yugo crest there on the top of the slide. So nice piece of history, great caliber, great round, and overall a really nice addition to your Milsurp collection for well under 200 bucks. All right, so while we're talking about Tokarevs, here's the next one, and these are also still available right now, guys, and these are cool. This is the Romanian TT-33. This is the classic Tokarev design, guys. This is basically a clone of a post-war Russian TT-33. It features an 8-round magazine, left side magazine release with more of a roundish button here, single stack, same thing, 7.62 by 25. These have been imported in several finishes. Some are more of a parkerizing. This one is a blued finish. Beautiful blued finish. Looks like it's completely unissued and unfired after refurbishment. Single action only. Unfortunately, due to import laws and restrictions, a safety was added to the frame that normally would have not been there when these saw service. But you'll see the fine slide serrations just like a post-war Russian. And these are basically, like I said, a very good clone. This particular one was made in 1953, which it seems virtually all of them that we get are 1953s, in the famous Cougar factory. See if it'll zoom in on that there with the glare. See how much glare I'm getting, guys, just because of how nice this bluing is. But there you go. There's the little triangle logo. This is the same logo that your Walther AK comes from, the famous Cougar factory that's still putting out firearms today and has been for, well, 50 years at least, right? Probably even longer than that. But yeah, these are great little pistols. I don't know if I like this more than the Yugo M57 or not, but I thought I'd throw it just up there to number 2 because this is just the classic Tokarev design. This example here I have is literally beautiful, like perfect mint condition. And I think Classic Firearms has these available for like $189 right now on sale. Maybe it's $199, but still $200 or less. These are very high quality, all steel pistols. Great value, great caliber, great trigger. I really love a Tokarev, guys. Now, here's number 1. And this will be the Star BM Model 9mm. I also did a very long review and video on this, as well as several other videos. So, if you guys are interested in this pistol, go back and look for my previous videos. But yeah, 9mm, 8 rounds. Single stack. The nice thing about it is it just shoots regular old 9x19, so cheap ammo. Left side magazine release, single stack. There's a snap cap in here. Go back and watch my previous videos. You don't want to dry fire these without a snap cap, guys, okay? But yeah, 1911 commander size, if you will. Now, the internals and things like such, there's some differences between a 1911, no backstrap safety, etc. But as far as the actual feel of this gun when you're shooting it, it feels like a little 9mm commander size 1911. Now, these also have been available for 200 bucks or less. I've bought them as low as $149. I bought a couple from Classic, a couple from J&G Sales. And as far as I know, J&G is the last company that still has these available. So if you're still looking for one of these, depending on what condition you want, they're still available for less than 200 bucks. I want to say like the 179 range. You can pay extra for hand selects and better grades, of course. But yeah, this is just like your good condition here. This is kind of like a $180 range gun right here. Really, really nice. Shoots 9mm. I'm going to chamber the snap cap. Single action. Very nice trigger pull. Very smooth. I've shot this pistol. Like I said, previous videos about it. Very, very nice. And like I said, guys, this is in no particular order, but I just gave this one number 1 because they're just so affordable. Everybody loves the 1911 style. The feel of it, you know. Great fit and finish. Solid steel. You know. Structure here, blued. They're just really nice, and they shoot 9mm, which is just so much cheaper than basically any other center fire pistol round, right? So yeah, hey, 2019 was a good year for Milsurp pistols if you guys think about it. I mean, there's even more that I didn't include in this video, and I had to get it down to the top 10, believe it or not. And there's a few other awesome ones that were just a little bit over 200 bucks that didn't make the list. So it was a great year. Some of this stuff is currently not available. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. But I tried to let you guys know which ones are still available, and that would include this Star Model BM 9mm and a few of the other ones. J&G Sales for this one. Classic Firearms right now for most of the other ones. Maybe your local gun shop. You know, support your local gun shop if you can. I'm just giving you guys, you know, more nationally oriented websites so you guys have just a reference if you're looking for one of these. But yeah, I've had really fun this year, guys, talking about you guys. Lots of fun. Not talking about you guys. I'll leave that in there. I won't edit it out. Talking about these guns with you guys and hanging out. And hopefully you liked this top 10 video. If there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know. Like I told you before, upon request from a Patreon supporter, you will see those 2 Czech pistols and quite a few other Czech pistols very soon. So, yeah. Top 10 Milsurps, budget under 200 bucks, 2019. I will talk to you guys again very soon, and you guys all have a really good and happy new year, and be safe. All right, thanks for watching, and have a good one.